I think the most difficult thing is I became much more and more alienated, and I felt very alone. At times when I lived in a major city, then there were more people like me and we could meet and have our own community and we knew that we were understood. When I lived in smaller places, I really felt isolated. Also sometimes simple things like you would go for a picnic. For most of the people that would be a nice picnic in olive grove in the nature, but I would be aware that these olives didn't grow from, these were planted here probably by Palestinians before 1948. And it's probably the ruins of some Palestinian village nearby. So it's always weighed heavy on me.
They're cutting them down.
They cut down
Is that true?
trees.
Or is it like an exaggeration?
It's mainly actions performed by settlers
In the West Bank?
in the West Bank to terrorize the Palestinians.
So they're really like raising down hundreds of...
A lot of trees, yes. Recently there was an official action by the military, like as a form of collective punishment against villages in the area where some settlers were attacked, so they cut down the trees.
Because the trees were shooting against the settlers.
Well, in that area, there's been for some time now a government-supported initiative to try and get the Palestinians that are living there to leave the area. They use the settlers because the settlers are extreme. They see the Palestinians as being subhuman, that are occupying land that was promised to them by God.
Why do they all look crazy?
Why do they look crazy?
Every time I see a video of settlers, you know, when they go to the villages to bother people, they always look like they took some methamphetamine or something.
Because some of the people that reach these places, there are people that were rejected from other forms of society. Some of them criminals, other rejects.
They send the worst of the worst to make way for the settlements.
Israeli government doesn't really officially send them, but they bring the soldiers to stand by to protect them, and they don't do anything to stop them. And even when these settlers sometimes attack the soldiers, they don't do anything against them. They come from a violent background, and then they find purpose in these extreme ideologies.
But how do they find those people? Like
the settler communities, they try to collect lost souls, offer them homes, and they invite them over for dinner to spend with families, and invite them to stay over. That is very much like cult behavior, recruitment.